Hello again. In Leicester, plaques has been put up celebrating the life of Victorian naturalist Alfred Wallace, who, together with Charles Darwin, devised the theory of natural selection and evolution. While acknowledging the importance of his work, the inscription on the plaque claims that he wrongly didn't believe that all races were equal. Now, I wonder what this actually means. At first sight, it seems clear enough, but a moment's thought is enough to leave us scratching our heads in bewilderment. If Alfred Wallace was really wrong in not accepting that all races were equal, then this obviously means that whoever wrote that plaque believes that all races are equal. This much is plain. But equal in what way? Nobody would suggest that accepting that all races are equal means that they're all the same, of course. This is manifestly not the case. Some ethnic groups are very pale and others are very dark skinned. Some, such as the Maasai of Africa, are likely to be tall, and then again others, like the pygmies of the Congo, are shorter than other groups or races. Perhaps when we say that all races are equal, we mean that all should have equal rights in law and that legal systems which treat different races as being inferior are to be condemned. In other words, Nazi Germany and apartheid era South Africa were wrong to allow different rights to different races. This makes sense, of course, and few of us would disagree that it's wrong to discriminate against other races and restrict their opportunities or rights purely on the grounds of race. Is that what we mean when we say that Alfred Wallace didn't believe that all races were equal? It almost certainly is not, because nothing which he wrote indicates that he was a supporter of the idea of legal discrimination against anybody on the grounds of race. He rather asserted that whereas in animals natural selection takes place, where species simply emerge according to the natural conditions in which they live, among men, the process of differentiation is guided and controlled by men themselves. In other words, as humans colonized different parts of the world, they became different races and different ethnic groups with different abilities, different capabilities, uh, different values, and so on. For example, Alfred Russell wrote the following: is it not the fact that in all ages and in every quarter of the globe, the inhabitants of the temperate areas have been superior to those of hotter countries? All the great invasions and displacements of races have been from north to south, rather than the reverse, and we have no record of their ever having existed any more than there exists today a solitary instance of an indigenous intertropical civilization. The Mexican civilization and government came from the north, and as well as the Peruvian was established not in the rich tropical plains, but on the lofty and sterile plateau of the Andes. The religion and civilization of Ceylon were introduced from North India. The successive conquerors of the Indian peninsula came from the northwest. The northern Mongols conquered the more southern Chinese, and it was the bold and adventurous tribes of the north that overran and infused new life into southern Europe. All of which is perfectly true. I give a link in the description to this video to the speech which has given rise to the suggestion that Alfred Wallace was actually a hideous racist. I invite viewers to say what they understand by the idea that all races are equal. What do they think such a statement actually means? It really is more of a puzzle than at first appears.